Hello and welcome to week 10 of our Western World Literature course. I have a few quick announcements I want to go over. The first of which is to please look at my feedback and your classmates' feedback from last week on your annotated bibliography entries. So to just walk you through this real quick, if you go back here to week 9 and then scroll down to where you posted your annotated bibliography. Yeah, I believe I have posted my response to everybody, so please take a look at my feedback and the feedback of your peers. The idea here being that if you take, I want you to take that feedback into consideration when you go to actually submit your annotated bibliographies, which are going to be due this week. I want you to make sure that you're taking that feedback into consideration so that, if you need to make a change here, like for example, I think I said that Lysistrata here should probably be italicized because it's the play title. And if there's something you need to do down here in your annotation as well, that's something that's only going to help improve your grade on this annotated bibliography I'm asking you to complete. I also just want to point out that I'm grateful to those of you who were able to respond to your classmates this week. And I just want to reiterate that, again, what I'd like you to do when you reply to your classmates is try to point out something positive that the author is doing, but also try to offer some constructive criticism, right? So I like how Bonnie replied here. I would further explain how this source passes the CRAP test. And again, it's possible maybe people just forgot to do that. So again, the idea here is that it's supposed to remind you to meet the 3 criteria for what I'm looking for here, which is, are you summarizing the source? Are you talking about how it passes the CRAP test? And are you mentioning a sentence about how you will use the source in your essay? So I like that Bonnie's reply sort of offered some praise, but also offered a little some constructive feedback about what Jordan could do to improve this entry. So just to kind of model the feedback I'm looking for there. The other thing is I just want to walk you through what I have posted for this week, for week 10. So I'm asking you to read 2 things this week, or really, depending on how you look at it, 5, 6 things. These 4 short stories, which are called Fableaux. I want you to read each of these. I believe this is just a PDF scan from the book that I posted that has the 4 Fableaux directly from our text, but I also posted online links to the Butcher of Abbeville. And then the other thing I'd like you to read are the 2 short, what are called lays by Marie de France, Landval, and then Laustic. I created a video lecture kind of going over both the 4 Fableaux and the 2 stories by Marie de France. If you haven't read the 4 Fableaux or a Fableaux before, you may be in for a bit of a surprise. Last semester, this was definitely the class session where the students seem to enjoy the reading the most. So I hope that you are pleasantly surprised if you don't know what you're walking into this week. I also posted the PowerPoint that the video lecture goes over, so feel free to peruse that at your own leisure. And then I have 2, basically you're responsible for, as I say here, 2 discussion posts are due on Thursday. Your annotated bibliography is also due on Thursday. And then Friday of this week, I would like you to respond to 2 of your classmates on this second post. So last week, I had you reply to one another's annotated bibliography entries. This week, I would like you to reply to one another's research essay outlines. But I'll talk about that in a minute. This is just the study guide. I think I compiled the two. I think originally I had a study guide for each of these readings, but here I just compiled them into 5 questions. So I think I have 3 questions about the 4 Fablot, and then 2 questions about the 2 Marie de France readings. So again, like last week, you can just enter your answers down here to those questions, and then post them. And you don't need to reply to one another on this one. You just need to post your answers to those questions. But the other discussion board for this week is, as I mentioned, an outline of your research essay. And I created a whole template here so that you can just kind of, copy paste this into the body of your response, and then just type in, here's what I want to do for my hook. Here's what I want to do to introduce the text authors and the questions. Here's how I'm going to summarize the text. Here's my thesis statement. And I would say for this, it's okay if you don't, put in the analysis portion for this, but I really want to know what your thesis sentence is, what your thesis and your roadmap, kind of an indication of where your essay is headed. And I also really want to know what your topic sentences are. Like, what's the argument you are making in each one of these paragraphs? I want you to figure that out and have that in mind, ready to go. And then try to find a quotation from either the reading that you're responding to, or the one of the sources that you're using, and just put the quotation there so that you have it. And hopefully it'll be clear how it's kind of relating to the topic sentence. But then I think all that you really need to do, once you have this outline kind of more or less filled in, all you have to do to write this paper is to fill in the analysis part. Because you've got your argument in mind, you've got the place in the text that you're turning to, and then all you have to do is analyze the quotation. So my hope is that if you can fill this in, the writing of this paper for next week is not going to be that challenging. But again, in your comments this week, I want you to reply to this discussion post to at least 2 of your classmates, and try to just give feedback around, do the topic sentences make sense? Does the thesis make sense? Does it make sense the way that they're using the quotations to try to support that argument? Does the order here make sense? Are they addressing a counter argument? So yeah, that's basically what I'm asking you to do here. The final thing posted here is, it says essay assignments, post annotated bibliography by Thursday. This is just a link to the folder where you can post your annotated bibliography. Your response essay is there. If you go down here to annotated bibliography, click on this. And again, please ignore this date. I should really change this date, but please just ignore that for now. I will, again, as I said in the other announcement here, please follow the dates that are on the Blackboard course modules, because those are the correct and updated dates. But if you click on this link, the assignment's all here. You can scroll down here, and I would upload a Word document, just because if you try to click here, write submission, and then copy paste your annotated bibliography into this text box, it might mess up the formatting. And the formatting is partly what I'm grading you on for this, because it's MLA style and there is a specific way you're supposed to do this. So please just click here, upload your bibliography, and hit submit. Let's see. Whoops. The last thing I would say for this week is oh yeah, just to remind you about the what's coming up for next week. Again, please go by the dates on the course module, which are now correct. You can see your research essay is going to be due during week 11. So a week from this Thursday. And we only have a few more weeks left here, but please follow the dates that are posted on these course modules from here on out. And as usual, let me know if you have any questions or concerns. All right, I hope you guys are doing well. I will talk to you soon. Thanks.